Hi everybody! I thought we'd start seated today. There's two reasons for that. One is because I like to just make things a little bit different from time to time. The other thing, that's the actual reason, is I've got really cold feet. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really cold. So what we'll do is we'll sit in a way that warms our feet. Basically just come into any comfortable seated position that works for you. And yeah, make sure that you can straighten your spine and just relax at the same time, but feel that you can breathe into your whole lung apparatus. That is all we want. And warm feet. Cool. We'll close the eyes and bring the hands onto the chest and stomach. Take a slow breath in. Maybe a mini hold at the top. And sigh out. And because, as I always say, we have a very different rhythm to our breath, all of us. Let's do two of those, but don't wait for me. Just do your own thing. And you don't have to hold at the top if that's not your thing. Keep your hands at the chest and stomach. Smile a gentle little smile, which, as regulars will know, drives your brain into activity that's typical of happiness. And feel not just the breath and the way it moves in your upper body, around the chest, around the stomach, but also feel your heartbeat. And feel that interplay between the two. And I want us to observe what happens to the breath in the next hour that we've got. And make sure that we keep breathing through the nose rather than the mouth, even if the breath speeds up, even if we sometimes make it. Eyes can stay closed as we breathe in and raise the arms. And we keep them high and move into our fingers and into our wrists. And then we use our left hand to bring the left ear to the shoulder. And the hand can stay there as that right hand reaches to the side and then slides down from there until it's almost on the ground. You want to feel a deep stretch into your right arm from the shoulder down into the fingertips, actually. Then you might flex the hand for a deeper stretch. This has the potential to get very deep, so adjust how high, how low, and how deeply you're stretching, how much you're flexing the hand. As we did before, when we were just sitting and observing the breath and the heartbeat, we're still aware of both. Now moving into the wrist, but keeping that diagonal position of the right arm. Guide your head or your chin towards your armpit or shoulder, and use your left hand for support if you want. Slightly further down from here towards the collarbone, but if you were at the shoulder, armpit is fine as well. And then release your right hand, release your left hand, relax the head and guide your left arm over to the right side, bending that right arm a little bit if you want, just stretching into the side. So make sure you're not coming back and you're not rounding. Back up. I'm just going to change position here so that my other foot gets a little bit warmer. You stay where you are or do the same thing if you want. And the eyes are closed as we guide our right ear to the right shoulder. And we send the left arm away from us. Reaches away, hand can start from being in line with the shoulder. And then from there we slide down further and further and further. So the fingertips are far away. It's as if we wanted to reach as far away from us as possible. And when we think we're in a comfortable position, still comfortable enough to hold, so don't overstretch, don't feel like it needs to be super deep, then we flex the hand, because that adds a little extra something, and we make sure we don't do too much. Slowly start moving into the left wrist and guide the chin towards our shoulder or our armpit. Chin further down, armpit or collarbone. And from here, left hand comes down, right arm reaches to the left side, and we stretch into our side and we start feeling our spine. And back up, we raise the arms, we might open the eyes if we want, look up, breathe in, and exhale, push your elbows down, drop the chin to the chest. Elbows go back and shoulder blades are squeezing, and we release, look to the front, and we're going to push the elbows and shoulder blades to the back towards each other and come back. So not all the way forwards, just into a comfortable position where we can hold. Squeeze and let go, and make sure that as you do that, you're aware of the breath, you're not constricting or even holding the breath. Kind of the same, not the same, but you know what I mean. And we also want to make sure that our neck is relaxed. And then from here, reach the arms to the front, drop your head, round your back a little bit or a lot. Keep the arms slightly rounded as if you were going around a big ball. And then go over to the right side. Inhale back to center and exhale over to the left side. And then breathe in, come up. And then keep your breath completely relaxed. Breathe out, float the arms down. So being relaxed, meaning you can watch it, you don't have to guide it, and you don't have to hear it. Sometimes it's nice to do that. But now we want to be very soundless in the way that we're breathing. We come onto all fours and we inhale, arch our back and look up. Exhale, round the back, drop the head. We might close the eyes here again and tune into the rhythm of the breath. And this may lead us to freestyle a little bit, going into the neck more, into the shoulders more, starting to move the hips from side to side or in a circle. And none of this needs to be the case. You could just stay with arching and rounding, with the head just going up and down. And we make things a little bit harder for ourselves, because why wouldn't we? We tuck the toes under and raise the knees off the ground, and we keep arching and rounding like that. And try to make sure that your knees don't come higher off the ground, that they basically don't move at all. After the next exhale, push your hips up and gently drop the heels towards the ground, and it's completely fine obviously to walk it out a little bit here to adjust a little bit, maybe bringing the feet further back to just find that perfect mountain pose for you, Padvadasana, also known as, or more widely known, I should say, as downward dog. Let your arms get longer by really engaging the shoulders, by pushing yourself away from, or pushing the shoulders away from the hands, away from the front, and then also away from the ground, going higher and higher. And breathe in and raise the right leg high. Push your shoulders to the back still. Sometimes we come forwards when we do that. Move into your ankle, into your toes, and then flex the foot, drop the heel. Maybe you can look up to the ceiling underneath your right arm. And then look to the front, step to the front, drop your knee to the ground, and relax a little bit here. So drop your hips, let yourself get heavy. When we're relaxing, we're letting the muscles release tension anyway. So let's use that to our advantage. Reach the arms up high and then pull your left wrist to the right side. Try to keep sinking into your hips, going deeper and deeper. Open up to the left side, right arm to the inside of the right leg so that it doesn't drop inwards, and left hand could either rest on your right leg, on your lower back, on your left leg, or if you feel up to it, I'm not. I remember last week I was also quite unbalanced. Okay, never mind, we might pull that left foot in towards us. So left hand, left foot. And then looking to the back. I think it's also important not to hold on to that, that desire to be like the last time, or in my case, like the time before that. I was speaking to one of my sort of longer students, someone who's practiced with me for maybe a year or so. Not that long, actually. I've got students I've seen for, 7-10 years. But yeah, so she had progressed in certain things ever since I'd seen her the first time. But she also said that when she was younger, she would do all these things, the Shirshasana and Sarvangasana, and she would love them and they came so naturally to her, and now they don't anymore. But that's what it means to let go. That's what yoga is about. It's not that holding on to the posture and the way you're in it, if you feel like it's already perfect, staying there, but also recognizing that the body changes. So I'm recognizing that. We let go and tuck the toes under here and raise the knee off the ground. And then from here, raise the arms, straighten the torso, coming up into Ashtanga. And then because we're still in our slow bit, as you might have realized, see if you can just find your way into this perfect posture for you. Nothing needs to change, but if something needs to change, obviously we've put a lot of strain potentially onto that right foot, especially if your right knee was coming further forwards. So you might feel like you need to alleviate some of that pressure onto the right leg, onto the right foot. So anything you need to do here, if that left foot needs to come further forwards or anything like that, go ahead and do it. If you want to come deeper, that's fine. If you want to close your eyes now, that's okay as well. So everything can be done, but nothing must be done. That's the credo for today, or for always. Wherever you are now, observe your breath. Remember, that's why we're here. Owning that awareness of what's going on inside of us, our interoception. keep feeling the breath rather than guiding it, because it's not necessary. Allow yourself to open the eyes whenever you feel that you're too wobbly. So this isn't a competition, and it's not a comparison with what happened last time. Slowly release. Hands come down. We step to the back. We can decide if we want to come into Asana here, into that mountain, or if we might like to come into child's pose. Eyes could be open or closed, of course. And shoulders stay strong if you're in that mountain. Good. Everyone in that child's pose, come up into that lovely triangle shape from which we're going to inhale and raise the left leg. Again, shoulders to the back and up, and really nice and long arms, trying not to bend the arms, trying not to raise any part of the hands off the ground as well. So really feel that as your base. And move into your ankle and into your toes. Flex your foot, drop the heel towards your buttocks, opening up a little bit here, but keeping the weight the same in both of your hands, arms and shoulders, and maybe looking up towards the ceiling, but under your arms. So not up here, but you'll know. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, step to the front, drop your right knee and untuck your toes. A little bit of movement here for the hips. Make sure that you haven't been sinking too far down. So just make sure you're comfortable where you are. You can always adjust where the knee is, get it further forwards, get that left knee further back, for example. And then raise your arms, pull your right wrist to the left side, and feel that stretch into your right side, as well as that lateral stretch obviously will be felt in your spine as well. But keep your right hip heavy. That's also going to help you balance. But I feel like today I shouldn't be giving any tips on balance. This would seem a bit hypocritical. And a good time for us to feel the breath in our body and allow it to adjust. Of course, movement, just as much as postures, will change the breath. Challenging postures will do that. But we're here to let it adjust, to come back to what we felt, or close to what we felt at the beginning when we were sitting and observing. Slowly come up, open up to the right side, and either, again, right hand can do whatever it wants, doesn't have to reach for the right foot. I'm going to do it because I did it on the other side, so let's give it a try. We can always decide not to do it after that. And turning your chin towards your right shoulder so that you're naturally opening up a little bit more, but you want that right hip. So the reason it's what really does the thing of balancing us here is to keep that right hip heavy rather than letting it go up. And of course it wants to, because we're opening up the torso here. And then we make sure we breathe all the way into the belly. Release. Hands to the ground, toes are tucked under so we can raise the right knee off the ground. We stay low, but we also allow ourselves to come higher, to change whatever we need to change to be comfortable enough to come up. and then to be comfortable enough to stay where we are. So here again, we'll check on everything that may not be perfect. And then we settle. We don't rush getting settled here so that we can stay where we actually want to be. We might close the eyes. We give ourselves the option of opening the eyes. If things get too wobbly. And we'll observe without judgment the background noise. And we slowly release. And step to the front. And let's bring the feet a little bit further apart, sink into the legs, hands to the opposite elbow, rock from side to side. I really hope you can't hear that hammering as much as I can. We'll discuss this later. And then from here, hands to the shins, and we're gonna straighten the arms, and with that, straighten the torso, coming halfway up. An Ardha Uttanasana, variation, a wide leg one of that. Then from here, shifting the weight forward slightly. So you want to feel the weight in the toes rather than the heels. They don't have to rise off the ground. We reach the arms to the front and take them as high as we can without changing the position of the back. And then inhale, come up. Breathing in as we might take the arms further back. And breathing out, bringing the hands to the heart center. And we'll bring the feet together here. And then we'll speed it up a little. We'll make it all a bit more flowy. Inhale, raise your arms, look up. And exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, right foot to the back. Exhale, left foot to the back. Hold your breath, drop your knees, chest and chin. Inhale, drop your hips, raise the chest. Exhale, tuck your toes under, push the hips up. Inhale, right foot to the front. Exhale, left foot to the front. Inhale, come up, and exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, right foot. Hold your breath, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Parvadasana. Inhale, left foot to the front. Exhale, right foot to the front. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, hands to the heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Breathe in, right foot back. Breathe out, left foot back. Hold your breath. Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Parvadasana. Inhale, right foot to the front. Exhale, left foot to the front. Inhale, right. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, fold forward. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, right foot. Hold your breath, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, arch. Exhale, straighten up. Breathe in, left foot to the front. Breathe out, right foot to the front. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, fold forward. Inhale, left foot to the back. Stay. Exhale. Drop your hips, so much deeper than before, but we're going to inhale and raise the arms. On an exhale, hands down, step to the back, hold your breath as we did before, hover your chest and chin. And then as you inhale, whenever that is for you, arch your back, drop your hips, shoulders to the back, elbows in. So we want the arms slightly bent. Look to the right side. Keep breathing normally. Look to the left side. Look to the front or up. And on an exhale, tuck your toes under, push the hips up. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, step your foot to the front. Left heel to the ground. And then draw a circle with that left hand and inhale into reverse warrior, coming all the way to the back. And we sink into the right leg. So your weight is still in the right leg, even though the torso is going to the back. And exhale, come down, raise your left arm, send it to the front, sinking further down if you want, coming a little bit higher if you want. Bringing that right arm under you if you want, and the left hand behind you if you like. Good, now from here, right arm to the front, hover your torso, so try not to rest on that right leg. Left arm to the front as well. You might look up still. Now keep your breathing steady, don't hold your breath. And release, hands to the ground, step to the front. Inhale, rise to standing. And exhale, hands to the heart center. Breathe in, arms go up. Breathe out, fold forwards. Inhale, left foot to the back. Exhale, hips down. Remember, knee stays off the ground. But we just want to be as low as we can be. Breathe in, raise the arms. And then exhale, hands down, plank. If you want, knees to the ground, hold your breath, drop down. And inhale, arch your back and see if you can manage just to have the hands and feet on the ground and still push the hips down and push your shoulders to the back. That legs off the ground. And then from upward dog, Shiva. So the dogs are one, they're both Shiva. Push yourself into downward dog. And then from here we inhale and raise that left leg. We exhale and step the foot to the front. Right heel to the ground. So quite far away. Inhale, right arm goes up and over to the back. Left arm goes up and over to the back. And we stretch into the left side, sinking into the left leg. And then that slightly easier version of Utti Parsva Konasana, extended side angle. Losing my words as well. Either here, or here, or here. So starting a little bit more gentle. Giving our breath the chance to be a comfortable breath. Which it should stay as we reach the arms to the front. Again, trying not to rest our torso here. So this is not active, we want to be active. Well, maybe we don't want to. Maybe you've decided this is it, I've had enough. And release, hands down, step to the front, drop your head, breathe in, rise to standing. And breathe out, bring the hands to the heart center. And we take a little break here, close the eyes. Use your hands to feel your heartbeat. I'm pretty sure we'll all feel it much, much more easily than we did at the beginning. Feel that it's risen. And that's postures and movement, not just movement as that, to the body obviously. Good combination. Now one hand stays at the chest, the other one goes to the stomach. Feel your breath. Probably feeling the heartbeat slow down a little bit already. It's nice to know how much in control we are and the way that we do things, with everything we do. If we're aware of everything in this world, then we're fully in control of our body. And use that knowledge. We can be very powerful.